Hey, Daniel. Hey,
This is super exciting.
Super exciting. Last time you and I were on camera doing this, it was 9 months ago when we were working with a prototype version. The baby has been birthed. And this is it. This is the True Story game. NSFW expansion version, so it's got more cards than the smaller version. And once you first open it, you'll see we've got the instructions with 2 different cards.
What is this game?
Oh, right. This is the True Story game. True Story game exists to help people connect to each other and deepen their relationships with each other, while also practicing storytelling skills, because storytelling is a skill that you can develop and get better at.
I love it.
Do you want to read the instructions?
Let's read them together.
Okay, yeah. True Story is a storytelling game played with a special deck of cards in 3 stages. There are 2 types of cards: story cards and stage cards. Story cards are memory prompts designed to remind you of moments and stories you feel good about sharing. Stage cards teach you how to be a better storyteller with instructions and examples, guiding you to tell 3 stories from your life. We're only going to do 1 just for the purposes of the demo.
Okay.
Ready? You're about to learn things you never knew about your fellow players.
Can we see a story card?
Oh yeah, let's look at a story card.
Story cards.
This one says Rat Race, hustling to keep up. We just did this one not long ago. And this text down here is just more words to help trigger
They're little
memories.
prompts,
Yeah, little prompts to help you think of a story that you feel good about sharing.
I really like them. They really elucidate stories.
Oh, good. That's the whole point. To begin, deal 2 story cards to each player and read aloud the instructions on the stage 1 card. Yeah, let's start.
So we're going to use both decks this time, right?
Yeah, this is the NSFW ones, which just leads to more adult story opportunities,
Okay.
whereas the kids ones are more likely to lead towards kid-friendly stories.
Okay.
You can tell kid-friendly stories whenever you want.
Cool.
On your turn, the person whose birthday comes up the soonest takes the first turn as storyteller. I'm looking forward to your birthday coming up soon, and it's in April, so mine's going to be after that. So you're going to go first. On your turn, choose a card from your hand that reminds you of a story you feel good about sharing. Tell your story, following the instructions on the current stage. When you finish your story, reveal the card that inspired it. Once everyone has told a story, the stage is complete. Discard your cards and draw 2 new ones, then read aloud the instructions for the next stage.
All right.
You'll tell all new stories with your new cards. When everyone has completed all 3 stages, the game is complete.
All right.
And then there are these other optional things that you can do to interact with the game. But this is the basic version. We're just going to do the very basic
Cool.
right now.
So for stage 1.
Yeah, first let's look at the cards.
Okay. So we're essentially each taking 1.
Yeah, 2 cards.
Great. 1 from each pile.
I get. Oh, right. 1 from each. Okay. Do you want to read the stage 1, or you want me to read it? I'll read it since you're going to go first.
Okay.
Stage 1. Details. Describe an image. Share a memory inspired by your card, focusing on one specific image from a specific place. Describe what it was like to be there, using as many details as you can remember. Sights, sounds, smells, tastes, sensations, feelings. Paint the scene. You can start with the words, I remember. And then it says duration 60 seconds. It doesn't have to be 60 seconds. We could put a clock to it if we want to. We don't really need to. It's just to say you don't need to really tell much other than paint a little bit of an image.
Okay.
And there's an example if you need more time to think, but I think you can probably just think of one without the example. See if you can. I'll see if I can think of one as well.
All right.
This is the hardest part of the whole game, by the way. Like, thinking of the memory that is appropriate for the people that you're telling it to.
Okay.
Okay, meaning like you
I think
just
I'm
did the
ready.
hardest part of the whole game?
I think
Okay,
I'm
great. Great. Awesome.
I've overcome it.
Good.
So it was actually when I lived in this house. Must have been like 6 years ago. I was 3 weeks into this incredible journey of watching episodes of Battlestar Galactica, one right after the other, and it was like I wasn't showering enough, I was skipping class, I just like had to keep pressing play. And the other aspect of it was that I was also doing a knitting project, and so I'd get to the end of a row and it would just not be a good stopping point for Battlestar, so I'd keep going on my knitting. And I'd finish the episode of Battlestar, but now this knitting was so compelling. It was this like double whammy of a rat hole. It was not one of my proudest periods of life.
Oh man, that it reminds me of. It reminds me of when you have like chips and dip. And you like run out of chips, but you have more dip, or you're like run out of dip, but you have more chips. And so you're like, gotta get more dip because we've got these chips left over.
Yeah.
It's a delicious cycle. That's what they call
delicious
it.
Self-destructive cycle.
Okay. And what card did you have?
The card was Obsession.
Obsession.
And can't get it out of my head. Was the prompt that sort of
nice.
Spun me out on that.
Thanks for taking me there. Mine, I just want to share one image, which is me when I was younger. I used to love the experience of holding the door for other people. And so, like, between... yeah, right? I still do, but it's different now. So, like, between fourth period and lunch, sometimes I would open the door and just stand there while everyone in my whole class would walk by, and like people would be like, thank you, thank you, thank you, and I just got to be there like holding the door. People say thank you.
That's awesome.
That's the image. Yeah. What was the other card that you had? And the card that I had was Prince Charming.
Prince Charming.
I feel like I was playing kind of a Prince Charming role.
Don't talk to strangers was
Don't
my other
talk
one.
to strangers.
Yeah, ignoring mom's advice. I thought that one would have been fun, but nothing quite came to mind immediately. Yeah. What was your other one?
The other one that I got was Ecstasy.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
I feel ecstasy after learning a little bit more about your life.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing the full thing with you another time.
Likewise. Thank you so much for your story. Yeah. And thanks to everyone who made this whole game experience possible. We're really excited to see like what other people do with this stuff, and it'll be filled with surprises.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.